LaMelo Ball is about to save Lonzo's NBA career.
Here's the question everyone wants to know. Where will Lonzo Ball play basketball next?
But hopefully the Charlotte Hornets. Oh my gosh.
Will it be overseas? Will he have to go to the G League?
Overseas or the G League? Bro, Lonzo is way better than overseas and G League.
Or is he going to stay in the NBA? Well, since the Jazz cut him, multiple NBA...
The Jazz cut him? Oh, he did. And he got an injury or something. The Jazz officially placed veterans Lonzo Ball and Chris Boucher on waivers, according to NBA.com. On waivers?
Have inquired about him. The Golden State Warriors have shown interest. Wouldn't that be a fun full circle moment? Seeing Lonzo team up with Curry under Steve Kerr, with all the history between the Ball family, specifically LeVar Ball and their organization.
You think he can be as good as Steph Curry in the NBA? Heck no! He's gonna be better than Steph Curry in the NBA.
The Boston Celtics is a team that has shown interest too, but while these teams could work, they are similar situations to Cleveland. Play a small role on a contending team. Lonzo needs to find his footing again as an NBA player. Being a part of a winning playoff team or a contender isn't a priority, and there's one team that just makes too much sense. And if you already know what that team is...
Bro, what the freak? Bro, has any brothers played together on the same team before? I think like maybe a couple of times, but... not really
to the channel
often.
And like the video. It's the Charlotte Hornets. 10 years ago in 2016, the world was introduced to the Chino Hills Huskies, where three brothers together as a public school went on to become one of the greatest high school basketball teams ever. 35-0 record, undefeated national championship. That is where Lonzo Ball became a superstar, the top
I remember that
guard
clip!
in the nation. He did so playing alongside a 13-year-old 5'10" LaMelo Ball. And ever since then, LeVar Ball has made it his #1 mission to have his sons play together on the same team in the NBA, promising that you will only ever see the best of both LaMelo and Lonzo when they play on the same team together.
Like I try to tell him, I said, Charlotte, if anything, you guys can get to the playoffs and do some damage if you get Zoe. You know what? Even if you took Melo out, with Zoe in, they're going to play faster than what Melo's doing pushing the ball. Because Zoe is faster paced, always been like that. If you got them shooters that shoot, you're going to throw that ball down there.
Bro, they always play so well together, bro.
When you thinking you taking a step back, they're going to play 10.
They've been playing together since there was like 10. They've been playing together for 10 years, bro. Just imagine, just putting them together in the NBA. Bro, Charlotte tickets are going to skyrocket through the roof.
You're going to throw that ball down there. When he thinking you taking a step back, they're going to play 10 times faster.
It's a big team.
Yes.
Now, over the years, due to the nature of NBA contracts, it hasn't really been feasible for Lonzo and LaMelo to team up. As young players in the NBA, the priority is always establishing yourself, securing that big second contract, and in order to bring LaMelo and Lonzo together in the past, somebody would have had to make a trade and shake up their whole roster. Lonzo was making over $20 million a year. It was a hard deal to make work through a trade. But now, it's easy. Lonzo is an unrestricted free agent. You don't have to sacrifice a starter. You don't have to worry about salary caps or giving up draft capital to get him. He is there for the taking, waiting to be signed. He will cost you nothing. At this point in Lonzo's career, even with Clutch Sports, he is in no position to negotiate. His next contract will be a veteran minimum. And from a Charlotte Hornets perspective, it just makes too much sense.
Fresh NBA trade rumors on Lonzo Ball joining LaMelo Hornets admin James Harden. Bro, it's actually going around. People really, bro, he really might go to the Hornets.
We're interested in acquiring Lonzo at the trade deadline.
I've been waiting for this ever since LaMelo got drafted, bro. I've been waiting for this moment.
Advanced talks with the Cavaliers, who in the end took a better deal with the Utah Jazz. So there is mutual interest there. Lonzo throughout his entire career has stated he wants to play with his brother in the NBA one day. It has been a childhood dream of his, and the reality of Lonzo's situation is he might have one more chance in the NBA. Due to his injury history, he's never going to see another big long-term contract, and having already played for 6 NBA teams, he knows as well.
Dang, he played for 6 teams already?
Anyone, if he goes somewhere now and it doesn't work out, his NBA career is over. That is why he needs LaMelo. The Charlotte Hornets are on the come up. Since the new year, they have been one of the best teams in the entire NBA and have completely turned their season around somehow.
Bro, they ranked 10? This never happened. They always be at the bottom. Bro, they are really... Bro, they can make the playoffs this year. What the freak? The Hornets in the playoffs?
Back above 500, pushing to be a top 6 seed. The Hornets...
A top 6 seed? The Hornets? You haven't seen... Bro, you haven't seen that since freaking... what's his name, since Chris Paul was on the freaking Hornets. Or that's the I don't know, bro. That was the last nigga. That's the last team that I remember that was doing good with Chris Paul was on the Hornets. I can't think of no other star player that was on the Hornets when the Hornets was doing like amazing.
It's become a team nobody wants to see in the first round of the playoffs, but they have one big problem: LaMelo dependencia. This season, no player has been more impactful for their team than LaMelo Ball to the Charlotte Hornets. The analytics and the advanced stats say that when
Charlotte Hornets have an offensive, I cannot read, damn, cussing that, having an offensive rating of 119.4 with LaMelo Ball this season. Bro, they be so dependent on him because when he out, that's when they just be losing after losing after losing. Bro, they need a second role. They need a second star player.
LaMelo doesn't play, the Hornets fall apart. When he's on the court,
Dang.
they are historically
He
great.
did that to
LaMelo
Sabonis?
doesn't play, the Hornets fall apart.
Damn.
When he's on the court, they are
Sabonis?
historically great in terms of offensive rating, plus minus, and all those other advanced metrics. But the one thing about LaMelo is he has a long and well-documented injury history.
Yes, bro, his ankles are so fragile.
And if LaMelo was to miss time, the Hornets would be cooked. Whenever he goes to the bench, the Hornets are cooked. Well, the solution to that problem is obvious. Sign Lonzo Ball. Okay, Lonzo Ball is not LaMelo. He can't.
He's not, but they have so long of a history playing together, bro. It's the dumbest thing ever to not pick up Lonzo from the free agency.
Do what LaMelo does, not as a scorer.
He's a free agent. Why not? F it.
A shot creator or a ball handler, but he can do pretty much everything else. Lonzo is still one of the best pure passers in
Yes, bro. He been a pure passer ever since I've been seeing him at Chino Hills, bro. Those freaking passes when he just dime dish, like those passes were legendary, bro. People still go back and watch those freaking clips.
the NBA. Knee surgeries won't change that. If you asked NBA players to throw a ball like a quarterback and hit a specific target right on the money, Lonzo is throwing straight bullseyes.
Through the freaking window of the Cadillac, bro. Ain't no way, no, bro.
Can hit a
Just put him on the Hornets.
specific target right on the money. Lonzo is
Who
throwing
else doing
straight
this
bullseyes.
besides Rajon Rondo and maybe Chris Paul
One of LaMelo's greatest gifts
and maybe White Chocolate? What's his name? Jesse Williams.
is his passing. Lonzo checks that box. Those signature full court Hail Mary transition passes, LaMelo learned that from Big Bro. Lonzo,
Bro.
just like LaMelo, is a great rebounder from the guard position.
Yes, bro. LaMelo is a great defensive player.
And in terms of defense,
He will really push LaMelo in practice. Be like, yo, he will really push him, bro.
while LaMelo has improved a lot defensively
LaMelo.
this season, Lonzo is and always has been a better defender. He's just naturally more agile and athletic.
Dang.
So if you're the Charlotte Hornets and you're struggling in non-LaMelo
Dang.
minutes, doesn't it make sense to bring in Lonzo, the closest thing in the NBA to LaMelo? Forget the fact that he's his own blood brother. Lonzo is 6'6", give or take the same height as LaMelo. He is a tidy player. He's going to take care of the ball, play at the same high pace that LaMelo plays with, because that's in his DNA from Chino Hills. Lonzo Ball has that too, and not only would Lonzo help with the non-LaMelo minutes, he can play alongside LaMelo too. Defensively, with the two Ball brothers playing together, you have a tall backcourt, 6'6"
Yes.
and 6'7", with enough size to match up with any NBA team on the perimeter. And offensively, you have decades of chemistry. Lonzo and LaMelo have never lost a basketball game playing together. Now they're at the prime ages of their athletic career, 24 and 28 years old. And guess what? Having Lonzo unlocks a whole different LaMelo Ball, because right now, while LaMelo is leading and helping his team win, he's not the same scorer he was in previous seasons.
He
This
wasn't,
season,
bro. This season is the best he ever been playing. It's
LaMelo's
crazy.
averaging under 20 points per game. We've seen him in previous seasons prior to injury and minutes restrictions averaging close to 30 points. LaMelo has unselfishly sacrificed himself as a scorer, fully buying into the playmaker role that runs the offense. But if you bring in Lonzo Ball, he takes
If you bring in Lonzo, bro, LaMelo can average another 30 points, and then Lonzo can average 20 with the pass and assist, bro. Cause you know, LaMelo is a score. LaMelo is a score first point guard. So with him sacrificing his points, trying to build up his team because you know he's a point guard. You need points to win. So why not bringing somebody who will let LaMelo shine the brightest?
Some of that burden off of LaMelo. You play the Ball brothers together with Con Knipple, Brandon Miller, maybe Musa Diabate, Miles Bridges. Lonzo Ball can set the table while LaMelo plays off the ball, allowing him to focus solely on scoring. LeVar has always said LaMelo is really a shooting guard. He's always played the point guard position out of necessity, and if you want to see the best version of LaMelo Ball as both a scorer and a playmaker, you pair him alongside Lonzo in the backcourt and you'll get the guy that scored 91 points in a high school game.
Bro, he scored 92 points in a high school game, bro.
At Chino Hills.
He's always played point out of necessity.
Right.
Like, okay, Lonzo leaves, 3 points.
Right.
But he loves to score the ball. He loves to score the ball. He did that one time when he scored the 92 points and everybody was like, what'd you think of that? I said, it was the best game ever. Because I unleashed him. I said, man, Jello not playing. Score as many points as possible, son. He loves to score.
Right.
But he will make the passes and do other things. But like I said, and people always said, well, if him and Lonzo played together, they are the best 1-2 punch that can alternate at times. Like if Melo get a rebound, he know Lonzo's running.
Right.
So he gonna throw that long pass. Right. And the same thing with Lonzo. Okay. That's why in high school, you saw Lonzo.
Bro, they got that brother telepathy, bro. Just put him on the freaking Hornets.
Catch a lot of lobs, but they were mostly from Melo. Because he turns into the point guard real quick.
Sure.
And then Lonzo threw a lot of them where they say, oh, Melo's doing all the cherry picking. Because Melo take off because he know Lonzo won't throw it, shoot a 3-pointer. We got it.
Right.
Seriously though, what is the worst case scenario the Hornets sign Lonzo Ball?
Nothing. The worst case scenario is the best. They win a championship.
If he comes to Charlotte and he's completely unrecognizable, you can always cut him and sign somebody else. But the truth is, the Hornets need a backup point guard. Ideally a tall playmaker that can defend and shoot the ball. Lonzo ticks all of those boxes. If you look at players available right now, he is the best suited candidate for this role. This isn't a fantasy. Nobody is telling the Hornets to go and sign LiAngelo Ball right now.
Bro, why you have to talk about Jello right now? This is a sensitive topic.
They desperately need a specific profile of player, and Lonzo
they all shoot alike. Like, god dang, like what kind of freaking shit?
Exactly that. The fact that his younger brother is the franchise player is just a coincidence. Lonzo is available waiting to be signed. He wants to play for them. He's a team-oriented, unselfish player who doesn't care about stats, accolades, or awards. He just wants to win basketball games, and for that reason and everything else I've said in this video, Lonzo Ball signing with the Charlotte Hornets isn't a sentimental move. It is a logical one that makes the Charlotte Hornets a better team. But realistically speaking, I don't think it happens this season, simply because it would have happened already. And I can understand that with the way the Hornets are playing, they'd want to see out the rest of the season with the current core they have. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I get that.
But bro, what if LaMelo hurt his fragile ankles? Then y'all gonna be looking dumb and stupid and hopeless. Y'all need a backup PG.
For Lonzo though, he's
they
in
about
no
to piss
hurry
me
to
off.
sign with anybody. He could wait till the off season when more options are available.
Okay, he could wait till the off season and next year. Okay.
See how rosters are constructed and make a decision further down the line. I don't believe the reports that his NBA career is over.
So is he getting paid right now? I don't think so.
Not yet. He's going to get another chance in the NBA, and I don't think he's going to go overseas. That being said, the playoffs are right around the corner. The Hornets are going to be there, and they still don't have a backup point guard. LaMelo should make the boss call, get Lonzo on the Hornets right now. If he can get Jello, who had little to no professional basketball experience, surely he can get Lonzo, who's actually an established and proven NBA player.
Bro, just stop freaking playing around and get Lonzo, bro. Like, if y'all put Jello on the freaking team, what the freak do you think that Lonzo would do? He would do so much better, bro. What the freak do y'all think? Lonzo and LaMelo will make the best freaking duo. They're better than the Gasol, but they're better than all the brothers that ever played in the NBA together. Just put them in the NBA, put them on the team together, and we'll see.